Broadcom beat on earnings in the first quarter, with the chipmaker reiterating that its cloud infrastructure spending does remain strong. Some really interesting commentary sort of across Broadcom, right? With Hock Tan, the CEO, saying there could be a soft landing as companies keep up that spending on networking infrastructure. And the numbers looked decent. If you looked at its fiscal first quarter, $10.33 a share, revenue up 16%. And if you look at the second quarter and what it's predicting, looks like that's ahead of estimates too.
Yeah, the guidance above estimates, as you mentioned there, gave a revenue forecast from Broadcom. $8.7 billion is what they're looking for in the fiscal second quarter. And they got some questions on the call about whether they could kind of foresee further out past the second quarter. Not too much detail that they were willing to offer on that front. However, when you think about some of the other key areas that investors were listening out for on this earnings call, to just see if they say it. Are they going to say it? Yeah, they said it. They said AI for you folks at home. And they said that they're generating AI using large-scale, large language models with billions of parameters, and that they already run thousands of AI engines and tower-enabling large synchronized bus of data, and it goes further into some of the jargon and technical speak, but all in, this is going to be a key category that they did mention on the call, and that they see some potential growth on top of as well. The CEO, Hock Tan, saying that generative AI applications are going to boost the demand for some of their networking chips there.
Yeah, and they need that demand because they're seeing a little bit of demand flagging in the wireless unit. Apple is their biggest customer. They talked about strong demand from, well, they don't name Apple by name. They say that a large North American customer, that they saw strong demand from them last quarter, but that they're going to see the wireless unit overall have a sales decline in the current period compared with the year earlier. So we can sort of read through from that. The company is, by the way, in the process of buying VMware, or trying to buy VMware for $61 billion. And Hock Tan talked on the call as well about being relatively optimistic that that deal is going to get approval. Just quickly wanted to mention another chip maker, and that is Marvell, because those shares are dropping this morning. So again, just sort of illustrating that that we are seeing differences in how these different companies are managing through this inventory glut. And it seems as though the read-through from analysts is that Broadcom's doing a little bit better of a job. Yeah. But it also depends on what they're exposed to.
Exactly. And the segments of their business that they're leaning into, or where they find themselves within that cycle of where they've already invested within those segments as well. For Broadcom's case, they're talking about the reflection of continued strength in their infrastructure demand across the end markets, and confident in the growth of the next generation technologies, whether that's AI, whether that's some of the partnerships with their customers. I think at the end of the day, all of these companies could easily drop an AI mention during any type of conference call over the course of this earnings season, but actually showing customers, we've been in this space already. We're already being able to monetize on top of that. I think that's what Broadcom was also able to signal through this earnings call too here.